Welcome back. You're watching Republic TV and we're getting you all the updates coming in on the slew of meetings that are taking place in the national capital. And today, the nation stands in solidarity to say a prayer for our martyrs and their families. A quick update for our viewers is that the martyrs' mortal remains will be brought to the national capital in an Air Force C-17 transporter aircraft. The mortal remains will be brought to Delhi, where our forces will render the final salute, and then the mortal remains will be given to the family members, will be officially handed over to the family members. 37 of our brave hearts we've lost yesterday in that horrific terror attack, and every single one of their martyrdom will be avenged. That's the message coming in from the government, even as the Cabinet Committee for Security is currently meeting at the Prime Minister's residence. The Prime Minister himself has cancelled all political programs today and tomorrow as well. All political programs of the party, the BJP, has been cancelled, keeping in mind what's happened at the dastardly terror attack in Pulwama. The NIA team right now is en route to the attack site. They will be reaching very shortly and kick off their investigations as well. Home Minister Rajnath Singh is also going to be there in Kashmir soon after the CCS meet ends. It's currently taking place, remember, at Prime Minister Modi's residence. After this meet ends, Rajnath Singh will be making his way to Kashmir. And everyone is asking one question: how exactly is the government going to crack the whip against Pakistan? A Pakistan that has not just denied any role in the attack, but has also resorted to provoking at the border just hours after this horrific attack. And we're also putting out on your screens the first pictures of the Cabinet Committee for Security meet that's underway. Union ministers coming together there. This is a meet that is being chaired by Prime Minister Modi, Rajnath Singh in attendance, Sushma Swaraj, Nirmala Sitharaman, Arun Jaitley. Besides NSA, Ajit Doval, several representatives of the Army and Air Force are also present. MHA officials are also present for this meeting. But this is the first picture that we're putting out on your screens of the meeting that's currently underway, being chaired by Prime Minister Modi. Some big decisions expected, and there will possibly be a communication after the meet ends on exactly what kind of a decision has been taken to teach Pakistan a fitting lesson. We've discussed this before about how a surgical strike clearly hasn't taught Pakistan a fitting lesson. What is the kind of step that needs to be taken? What is the further isolation that the government will do to ensure that Pakistan is taught this time that this kind of an attack will not be allowed on Indian soil? Abhishek Kapoor is joining us with more details on this. Abhishek, we're putting out those pictures of the CCS meet, and this is a very crucial meet that's underway. Possibly any decision that's taken by the government, diplomatically also speaking, with regards to Pakistan, will be taken right now.
Well, Akshata, it's gone much beyond isolating Pakistan. You know, if you see the statements coming from capitals from across the world in the last 18 hours, it's clear that Pakistan stands isolated. I mean, if you go to the statement of China, China is the only one, in fact, which has not spoken, but if you go to the statements of Russia, of UAE, of America, of Israel, they are specifically mentioning Jaish-e-Mohammed as a terrorist organization based out of Pakistan and asking Pakistan to restrain from indulging in these activities. But as I said, it's gone beyond isolating Pakistan. There are some measures that would be in order, and the CCS, which is the top decision-making body when it comes to national security, is now looking into it. Some indication that the first casualty of this dastardly attack in Pulwama yesterday could be the Kartarpur process, because the establishment in Delhi has been skeptical, to say the least, about the intent of Pakistan in pursuing Kartarpur. So that could be the first step. But even beyond that, Akshata, we are told that some measures would be sorted out, and you would see something happening. We really cannot discuss those things in public domain, but obviously the government is looking at the possibility of bringing the attackers to justice in whichever manner possible. So that's what the CCS is about. Typically, Akshita, what happens is CCS is given options by the security establishment led by the National Security Advisory Board and the National Security Council, and then the CCS deliberates on it. It's not necessary that the CCS should go for long, because some direction-giving discussions take place, and then, of course, the security establishment takes over. So present in the Cabinet Committee on Security, which is going on at 7 LKM, are ministers of Home, Finance, External Affairs, and Defense. That is the composition of the Cabinet Committee on Security, apart from the Prime Minister. And, of course, present also to brief the CCS is the top security establishment led by the National Security Advisory Board. So that's the process going on, Akshita. And as I said, in the immediate aftermath, Kartarpur corridor process could be the casualty, but more measures would be designed or decided upon so that the attackers of Pulwama terror attack are brought to justice.
And you made a very, very pertinent point about China as well, Abhishek. That is something also that we'll be closely tracking, about whether a decision is taken on China. China, which has time and again stopped and ensured no action is taken globally against Masood Azhar, against the JEM. And China is the only country so far that hasn't even issued a message, a statement about this terror attack. So it's very clear which side of the fence they're on. And so we'll have to see if in the CCS meet, a decision is taken about how really we're going to take this forward with China as well. We'll be tracking this very, very closely. For the moment, Abhishek, thanks very much for joining us. We're putting out those pictures of the CCS meet. That's the Cabinet Committee for Security meet that's currently underway at Prime Minister Modi's residence. Slipping into a short break, we'll be right back with all the latest updates. Stay tuned.